what do you actually know about Luxembourg? Go ahead, take a second. Most people will say it's small, expensive. Some people can point to it on a map. But almost nobody can name a dish. And a lot of people don't realize Luxembourgish is in fact a real language.
And the reason for that is that this place isn't really a hotspot. The people who visit are basically either bankers, EU bureaucrats, or travelers trying to check off every country in the world.
We are none of those, but yet something keeps telling us we need to visit here. And if there's anything we've learned in the 35 countries that we've seen together, it's that you should always follow your curiosity. So over the next 2 days, we're going to live like Luxembourgers. Is that what they call themselves? Because yes, this country does have its own culture and language and foods and way of doing things.
And you don't need a lot of dough to see it.
We started to think that people who think Luxembourg isn't worth it are the people who haven't actually been.
Luxembourg, we're in a new country.
Oh my gosh, another one together. Already the city is surprising us.
We just arrived yesterday. We went into a bus because we wanted to get to our hotel, and the bus was completely free. Then we started making some research, and every single public transportation in the country is free.
It's crazy. Not just free for locals, free for tourists too. So we're actually going to be saving so much money just on that alone to get around. We're going to take full advantage of it. We're taking it even just one stop if we have to.
All right, let's start discovering this beautiful country.
So it costs nothing to get around one of the wealthiest countries on earth. All the buses and trams and trains, none of them require a ticket. Oh, and there are power outlets. Luxembourg was the first country in the world to make public transport free for everyone as a way to reduce traffic and as a social equity measure. This we like.
Eventually we land at the Place des Armes, the city center, lined with cafe terraces, a luxury shop or two, and today it seems there's a weekend antique market set up.
But I got my coins and Juliana got her photos.
We didn't plan to be in this market, but this is so cool because this country, it's being passed from Austria, the Netherlands, Spain, Germany. So there's a little part of all of those countries over here.
We can use a little pick-me-up, and Luxembourg certainly has its own dishes. And we'll get to those later, but the pistachio cheesecake and a flat white in Café Bora was just calling to us. And while we're here, we noticed something strange. The language. It's French sometimes, German other times, and something else we can't quite put our finger on.
That is Luxembourgish, which once was a language almost entirely of spoken tongue and only became an official written language in 1984. The best way to describe it is like German spoken by someone who spoke French first. French, German, and Luxembourgish are the 3 official languages, and with English also taught in school, most Luxembourgers are completely fluent in 4 languages by the time they are 18.
We were walking and look what we have over here. This is the Grand Ducal Palace. It was built in 1572, and it's home and the office of the Grand Duke. And we know that he's here because whenever he's here, they just wave the flag over there.
I mean, this is incredibly modest by European standards. I mean, this palace is just on a regular old street. We could walk up and touch the thing, which is crazy. You know, you'd expect that it'd be a little bit more regal. Now, Luxembourg has the highest GDP per capita in the world. That's higher than Norway, the US, Switzerland, and yet its Grand Palace is so understated. Blows my mind.
But this country isn't just stupidly wealthy. It's held quite an important position in EU politics as one of the 6 founding members of what became the European Union in 1957. It's home to some major EU institutions. Not bad for a country you could walk across in an afternoon. Somebody around here has been doing a lot of praying to end up with that much influence. Good thing there's a cathedral 2 minutes away.
So far in the city center, everything is so beautiful, it's so easy to walk, and everything is kind of together. Of course, we haven't had to pay anything to watch all the buildings. So right now we're in a special building where a couple of people, they say it's the most beautiful building in the entire country. And that's this church that is Our Lady of Luxembourg.
The Lady of Luxembourg. She's the patron of the city. Everybody prayed to her during World War II. And there's actually a couple of other important figures buried here, like John the Blind, who is this guy who went and fought in a battle completely blind, tied to 2 knights. That's a crazy story. There's also the royal family is buried here of the country. So it's clearly an important spot.
Let's see if we can watch it from inside.
We squeeze past the Jaguars parked in front, and we're happy to see that it's free to enter. And there's no mask going on. Just us and the gorgeous stained glass windows, the dramatic arches, and wait a minute. Is that a Bock tribute band?
Only in Luxembourg.
This city is full of surprises already, and it's not even lunchtime. And speaking of surprises, a lot of people don't realize that this city is built on a dramatic plateau, cut through by 2 river gorges. As a result, there are 2 completely different levels of the city.
This just came out of nowhere. We're walking and all of a sudden we end up on what they say is the most beautiful balcony in all of Europe. They've called it this since at least the 19th century, and obviously you can see why.
Here's where you can notice the 2 parts of the city, lowest part and the upper part. So far we've been only in the upper part where you can see all the buildings from the government. But down there you can see the most medieval part of the city and also the opportunity to walk next to the river.
The plan is to get down there later, but we have 2 more must-do experiences up here first, like the Casemates. Because it turns out there is this entire network of extraordinary underground tunnels, and that sounds like something we want to see.
There's 23 kilometers of tunnels under the city, and at its peak, they have more than 30,000 soldiers over here. Wow.
I had no idea that this is the most fortified city in all of Europe. They actually refer to it as the Gibraltar of the North. Have we changed your opinion on Luxembourg yet?
So not everything is free in this country. We need to pay 11 euros to enter over here. You can also get a guided tour, but we're not gonna do that.
And the reason for that is we're starving, actually, and would very much like to jump to lunch already. Because we just have no idea what Luxembourgish food is like. I mean, have you ever seen a Luxembourgish restaurant abroad? We haven't, but there are local dishes here. And Dierfgen has a chef that honors these classic dishes in a warm and friendly atmosphere using fresh, locally sourced products.
One dish we look for is Jotmatgardebunnen, the national dish of smoked pork with broad beans and boiled potatoes.
So far, so freaking good. I really liked it. The pork with the potatoes and the beans and a little bit of mustard. I think it's a killer combo.
Then there is Nidelen mat spek, the comfort food of the country consisting of soft dumplings with bacon.
Martine, thank you for letting me have this one.
No problem.
It's no wonder they call this the comfort food of the country. It is delicious. Oh my gosh, it's kind of like a mac and cheese sauce with these gooey, delicious potato dumplings. You can't go wrong with the bacon either. I could do this dish any day of the week.
And if you're curious what a meal like this costs you, in the wealthiest country on earth, that will be 67 euros.
When you start noticing small things, like for instance, I'm seeing a lot of luxury watches over here. Every single man has a nice watch. It's something that I like, so that's why I'm noticing that. But you can notice in those specific details, the luxury of Luxembourg.
The quiet luxury.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people wearing suits too.
That's right, well-dressed people. Now we're in the lower part of the city, and let me tell you, there's 2 things about this place. 1, it's beautiful, and 2, it's so quiet.
Being right next to the river was amazing just to walk along. It is so incredibly gorgeous. I just was not expecting this.
Peaceful. And also, it's a different perspective of the city. Now you can see the top buildings over there. It's very nice.
Down here also turns out to be a field day for identifying birds.
That's my bird.
Okay. What's the migration patterns like? Oh, it's here all year.
All year in Luxembourg. Likely in Luxembourg today.
Now, when it comes to places to stay, there's nowhere we'd rather be than the Best Western Plus Grand Hotel Victor Hugo, who has partnered with us for this video to show you that you do not need to be a king or queen to stay in a place that treats you like one.
We're always on the hunt for hotels that pack in value with comfort and added amenities. And this hotel is pretty ideal. The rooms are comfortable, plenty of space to spread out, relax a little before dinner, even get a bit of very important work done.
The location is nice and quiet, and just across the street from the tram line, which is very convenient. And the in-room coffee and breakfast buffet downstairs makes starting your day really easy. Gotta do that fresh squeezed orange juice, by the way. So if you want to stay over here, check the QR code, or we're gonna leave a link in the description of the video so they know Tourist Local sent you.
Now, we were surprised to learn that 50% of this country is foreign nationals, and that is the most of any country in Europe.
That's why you can find food from everywhere in the world. Yesterday night, whenever we arrived by train, we just found this restaurant and decided we have to show it in the video.
It's Italian food, and the whole staff was speaking Italian when we were here. The pizzas were phenomenal. We knew we had to come back.
Let's go to the Partigiano.
Oh, that's delicious. So good. I love anything with burrata. And this is a burrata rigatoni with tons of pistachio. And this pasta, my God, it is fresh.
This one with black truffle has a lot of flavor. So simple, but so good.
Question for you guys, because let's be honest, sometimes you crave really random dishes while traveling that have nothing to do with the region. So what is yours? For us, it's always some sort of Italian food. Leave yours in the comments and let's go to day 2, shall we?
Day number 2 over here in Luxembourg, and we're gonna have a little excursion. Let's call it like that.
I'm glad we ended up doing 2 full days in Luxembourg, because you definitely could do this place as a day trip, but if you wanted to see where we're going today, having another day is nice.
Remember, we already said this, but the public transportation is completely free, including the trains all around the country.
And I don't know why, but it feels incredibly illegal to just be hopping on this thing without a ticket, but hey,
We're gonna do it
we're
anyway.
gonna do it.
So Luxembourg is essentially the size of Rhode Island for you US folks watching, so luckily it doesn't take too long to get around. Today we're going to the oh-so-quiet and downright charming town of Vianden, because we're here to see that then.
So 45 minutes by train, 25 minutes by bus, and another 15 minutes walking, and we're here, the Chateau of Vianden. Then the cost to enter over here is 13 euros per person. And we're gonna discover the story behind this place.
There has always been something on this rock since the 3rd century AD. Whether that was a Roman watchtower, or a fortress, or home to some of the most powerful counts in Europe.
At its height, the guy running this place, Henry I, was connected by marriage to basically every royal court that mattered in Europe, and this was a power center. Then in 1417, the family running it just died out, and the place got handed down through a rotating cast of nobles who cared less and less.
Eventually, by 1820, the King of the Netherlands owned this thing, and he needs cash. So what does he do? He puts his place up for an auction, and a local businessman wins it.
And of course, what did he do? he saw the opportunity and gutted the entire thing like it was a used car for parts. So this place was completely in ruins. All the door frames, all the handles, everything in the castle was sold off.
People in town still won't say his name out loud, and some houses down there are apparently still built out of a castle.
The outrage got so loud that the king ended up buying it back 7 years later for less than a third of what he sold it for, just to try to undo the damage. But he got a little preoccupied with the Belgian Revolution, and this thing got tossed to a few more people after that until eventually, in 1978, it was turned to the state and proper restoration began.
Yeah, you can see the difference. The original one and the rebuild. Wow.
Overall, it's a super interesting place to explore for a day, and a fun side quest to add to your time in Luxembourg.
But it's lunchtime, so we wander down the road following the smell of meat on the grill until we find this charming restaurant with al fresco dining. Wiener Schnitzel is said to be great here, so we order it.
This was a perfect getaway, for one day. It was beautiful, the castle was amazing, and also it was a cute little town.
More and more I'm learning that not every day has to be packed with seeing a bunch of sights, especially when you're traveling around Europe for 3 weeks straight. Sometimes it's the days like this that are the best. And by the way, that Wiener Schnitzel was amazing. It was nice to just sit on the patio, talk, and reflect on this trip.
We have one more stop to see back in Luxembourg City, so we head back. And man, we gotta ask you guys, before this video, had visiting Luxembourg even crossed your minds? Or were you also put off by the idea that it's small and wealthy? Because we were surprised by how many fun things we ended up finding to do here. And with the free transportation and plenty of cheap activities, this was actually one of the cheaper parts of her trip. I'm personally glad we gave it a chance.
This is the last place that we're gonna visit, is the Pont Adolphe or Adolphe Bridge. And this is not only the last place that we're gonna visit in Luxembourg, but also in our series in Europe.
Man, we made some serious progress on seeing so many new countries together in Europe. Obviously, we didn't hit all of them. We want to know though, next time we head back to Europe, where do you want to see us go? Because at this point, we work for you.
That's right. Your recommendations are very important for us.
In the meantime, if you're planning a trip to Luxembourg, you might also be making a trip to Belgium, so we linked a video for you to keep watching. But next time you see us, we'll be somewhere much warmer. We're kicking off a new series exploring the ABC Islands in the Caribbean, so subscribe to stay tuned. So long, travel well, and make the world your neighborhood.